Welcome to another MP4Nation.net play and review. Today we have the SmartQ Q7. Again, this isn't, that new. It's been out for quite a bit, but it now supports English language. Anyway, here's a Q7. It has a large 7-inch touchscreen. It is a high-resolution screen with an 800 by 480 screen resolution. Overall, the body isn't much larger than the screen. It is, about the size of the Onda VX797. Here's overall build. This is the, the ivory white, if you want to call it, color. It does come in various different colors, but this is pretty much the one that it's most commonly made and found in. You got some buttons up here. You got some additional buttons up here. I think these are volume buttons, really. As you can see, it's an internet tablet, and really, this is what it is. This is actually a proper internet tablet, and probably a very good ebook reader. Well, compared to what other comparable ebook readers cost, this is a lot cheaper. It has a USB slot and a on-the-go OTG slot also there, so you can add additional peripherals. The earphone slot, it does come with a micro SD slot. No, actually, it's a normal SD card slot, and it does have a slot for the stylus pen. There you go. It's a nice build. I prefer this build far over the Q5. I just love the large screen. It makes this device far more functional to be on a 7-inch screen than opposed to a 4.3-inch screen. I know a lot of people like things being a lot more compact to put in the pocket, but you know what? If you're dealing with an MID type device, you really need a 7-inch screen to get the most out of it, I would say. Anyway, it does have a built-in Wi-Fi, and I've already connected it up to save some time. There's got a host of programs there. Has many of you have seen probably other reviews, so I'm just gonna go to the parts that are what people really want to see, like the web browsing. Again, I double tap this, so 2 Midori browsers again will open up. If you get this, just be careful. Don't double tap. You just need to tap it once, and that's sufficient as it loads. This does use a Samsung ARM processor, and it is running Ubuntu ARM, Ubuntu for ARM processors. Everything that you've seen on the Q5, as in how well programs run, well, it's exactly the same on this, because literally, just close that window. Literally, this is the Q5 on a 7-inch screen, basically. There's no difference in the hardware. So those people who are seeing this larger, a larger screen version of the Q5, basically, and hoping that the hardware was improved also, like a fast processor or more RAM, no, it's exactly the same. And but the 7-inch screen makes everything a lot more bearable. Such as it's just really nice to browse on this. Really, really nice. That beats a 4.3-inch screen. I can feasibly see myself using this in the not too distant future, like when I go on holiday next week. I do like my Chewy W3000, but after being able to browse on a 7-inch screen as opposed to a 4-inch screen that the Chewy W3000 has, I'll take the 7-inch, even though the web browsing on the Chewy is better than on the Q7. Just gotta love the 7-inch. By the way, this does come with a stand. It is the most god-awful stand I have seen. I don't know why they would build something so flimsy on a device that, well, potentially could get damaged by having such a flimsy screen. It's not very strong, and most likely, if you use this device for, for anything more than just, once a week, you're most likely going to snap that off, because it's just very flimsy and very poorly made. Alright, now let me just check out some other sites. Let's check out good old CNN.com, see what's happening there. And again, the websites will display just as well as it does on your home PC, but by no means should you be expecting this to perform as well as your home PC or even a netbook. This is using a Samsung ARM processor, which this particular processor is normally used on mobile phones. So you really don't see too many MID devices running this processor, but it does a good job of it, even though it is a little slow at times. But certainly if you're looking for something that's just, you know, not gonna cost you 400-500 bucks, but have a 7-inch MID, this is not a bad deal. I do think it could be better. Maybe there will be something better. But right now, the Q7, for what it's worth, is pretty good for web browsing. I do like it. I love the 7-inch screen. Now, I have said about the audio and video on the Q5 and even on the Q7 as this does not make a very good this does not make for a very good audio video player. Even though it does have a Wolfenson audio chip, the audio quality out of the player is very good. It's just not the interface, and because the hardware is so taxed out, running the programs to play music on this and videos, it's just not enjoyable. If it's for casual, you know, once in a while watching videos and audio, sure, but if you're looking for a dedicated audio and video player, I really can't recommend this. There's far better stuff, but if you want something that with Wi-Fi, or if you want to listen to something that has, like, you know, Wi-Fi so you can listen to streaming audio, then yeah, this is fine. But as a dedicated audio video player, I would say no, I would not recommend it. Let me just anyway, you get a good idea of the browsing. It's very good, nicely done, you know. No real complaints. It does not support YouTube. There is a way of getting streaming video on this. You can find out more from our forum websites where we have users who use this frequently enough to answer your questions on that. And just show you how PDF files look on this. And again, this stand is absolutely useless. It just keeps popping out every few minutes. And as you can see, reading on this is very nice. I know I saw another review from the guy from UMPC today, Fever. Anyway, he did the first English review of this, and he was right. This, you know, if anything, this makes for an awesome Kindle killer because it's so cheap. And ebooks, PDF files. This is CDR file, open well, look really nice, and you can even rotate it so that it's like, you know, 90 degrees. So it's more like ebookish. Well, actually, I'm going to leave that because apparently there's a trick to getting really nicely in a 90 degrees, so use the entire screen, which I have not yet found out how to do, but it is there. Oh crap, double tapped it. Anyway, and again, this does support FB Reader, which is one of the more popular ebook readers that supports many of the ebook file formats. Let's see, and I do want to again state that there is a way of maximizing this, so it's not just limited to that, but you can use the entire 7 inches of the screen for ebook reading purposes. I mean, compare this. This costs about what, $230 US for Wi-Fi, 7-inch screen, high resolution, and it can support all the major ebook file formats. Although I don't think it can yet support ebooks with DRM, but I believe the next version of FB Reader, or soon to be released FB Reader, will support it. I mean, compare that to the Kindle, which costs almost twice, or any other comparable ebook right now by any major manufacturer. So that way, it's good for your money. Now, I just want to show you the video player here, SM player. Again, if you're used to Linux, if you're used to Ubuntu and these type of programs, you'll probably have no problem quickly doing what you need to do. I am not too familiar with these programs, so I found it kind of a bit difficult at first to use. Anyway, let's load up my memory card. Believe it. And this is a very high resolution RMVB file. See if it even plays. This, unlike the Honda VX797, would play perfectly Of course, on this it's not playing at all. It's actually kind of frozen. Okay, I need to stop this. I think I just crashed the player. Crap. Alright, let's try a less high resolution file. I mean, I'm just trying to hint the point. If you want to watch videos on this, I don't recommend it. Let me just show you a low resolution file that we normally use on arcade players, and as you can see, it doesn't even play that well. I mean, this plays perfectly fine on rock chip players, RK2706 players. On this, it's not playing very well. Anyways,